Welcome back to the channel. We have Bella as our special guest again. If you missed the other episodes that she's in, she is a third-year vet student at Texas A&M, and today we're going to be talking about basically holistic, non-toxic solutions in your home. You may not think about your animals, but using cleaners on your floor and they're walking around on it or drinking out of toilets that have chemicals in them. There are better solutions. So Bella is actually going to walk us through some solutions that are going to make your home clean, yet healthy and non-toxic for not only you, but for your furry friends as well. So thanks again for being here, Bella. You can go ahead and take us through some of the solutions.
Yeah, so like Mom said, you know, our pets are on our couches all day while we're away at work, and those, you know, laundry detergents and things that you use to clean those items like your floor, your couch covers, those sorts of things, they're getting on their fur, they're being absorbed into your dog's skin, just like they are when you're walking around your house barefoot. So those are some of the things that I think we forget about as pet owners, that we can reduce the toxic load in our pets just like we can ourselves. So we're going to go through a couple non-toxic recipes that you can go ahead and make the switch in your house today. It's really pretty simple. We have like 5 basic ingredients here, maybe 6, if you want to get fancy with it. And we're going to do like a mop water cleaner for washing your floors. We're going to do a toilet bowl cleaner. And then we're going to talk about some of the laundry and dishwasher options you can do to switch out the current products that you're using. So I'm going to put Miss Honey Badger down so I can go ahead and demo this.
She's been sleeping with Bella since she's here.
She's so happy I'm home. So if you just get like a basic bucket, mop bucket at your store, grocery store, wherever you do your shopping, you probably already have one of these. This is what you're going to use to make your mixes in. For mop water, pretty much all I do at my house is fill this up with water. And we have the sink right here. I'm not even sure if it'll do it there. So I'll just go ahead and work on filling that up. And then I prefer the On Guard cleaner in my mop bucket just because I'm an oldie with the with the oil blends, and On Guard is so homey to me because I was using oils before a boat even came out. So I'll use the On Guard concentrate. And there are little directions on the bottle in terms of like how many tablespoons you need to like clean your toilet to make all-purpose cleaner. I just guessed. And I just do like a little squirt in there and then see how sudsy it gets and how strong it smells and kind of go off of that. But you can measure it out, especially if you're doing it for one of the first times. And then you have your mop water. And I'm probably going to spill a little here. But I do put the water in first because if not, you'll get a bunch of bubbles. And this just has a couple suds because I left the water run. You can use this to clean all your floors. You can also do it in a spray bottle, almost the same way, mostly water. I think this recommends, 2 tablespoons of this cleaner in a glass cleaner bottle, and then just fill it up with water after that. You can add a couple drops of maybe an essential oil that you like Harvest Spice is really fun in the fall, or like Holiday Joy around Christmas, and just kind of spice up if you want to mix up your scent.
Yeah, I love 10 drops of On Guard and 10 drops of Peppermint. I don't know what that is, but it's a beautiful blend in there and adds just a little extra oomph.
Yeah.
And it smells good. And that could be like an all-purpose cleaner for anything.
For anything. Right? Countertops, toilet seats, bathtubs, showers.
Yeah.
Cleaning off your little desk. Anything like that.
Right.
And you said that Aunt Amy used to use Citronella, and it smelled like an old cleaner that you loved?
Like a Pledge. Yeah, it smelled so good.
Which I never used, so I was like, I don't know what you're talking about.
But my mom used to make me dust, and we used Pledge, and so when I smelled the Citronella in our cleaner, I was like, that smells like something, and I realized it smelled kind of like Pledge, which Saturday mornings was our cleaning days, so brought back some memories. And that's actually a really good surface cleaner, Citronella, when we looked up the properties. So very simple options for floors, all-purpose cleaner. And then you mentioned toilet
bowls. So the dreaded toilet cleaning. I love it because I make like a little sudsy thing with baking soda and vinegar, like 2 basic, very easy, non-toxic cleaners. We know that our pets sometimes sneak water out of our toilets. Even if you tell your kids to put the seat down, like it can still happen. So I just hate the idea of them drinking this like blue chemically water from all these harsh toilet cleaners. That really scares me. So I go for a more natural option. So all that I do, we're going to pretend this is my toilet since I didn't want to show you mom's toilet. And what I will do, whenever I start, it's just dirty toilet bowl. I'll just take some baking soda. This is just the stuff you buy at the grocery store. Sprinkle it around the edges. Now you have water in your toilet bowl, so it'll kind of stick to the edges really nice. And then I will do some vinegar and a little bit of your On Guard concentrate again. There are recommendations on here, 3 tablespoons if you want to be specific. I do a little like swoosh around the bowl. And then the fun part, this is a huge bottle of vinegar. I put this in like a little squirt bottle, but you can dump a little vinegar in there and it'll suds up and make kind of like a gritty, exfoliating kind of scrub, almost like the scrubbing bubbles mixture that you've maybe seen commercialized, but this is the natural, safe version of it. And then you can use a normal toilet brush cleaner and just scrub your toilet with that. Yeah. Flush it down.
It's a nice little abrasive and scrubs all that grime off, maybe hard water stains and things.
Yeah.
This would not harm a dog if they took a little lick.
No, especially like just make sure you flush it afterwards to get most of the residues out. But the On Guard is very clean and safe. Baking soda and vinegar are pretty safe, especially once they're diluted and it's diluted in the toilet bowl. And then you're flushing away most of it. Any residue in there isn't going to be harmful for them. Whereas I see a lot of toilets where like there's like a plug-in, a chemical plug-in that like keeps the water blue and is constantly circulating chemicals. Something like that can be very dangerous to your pet's endocrine system, and we don't want a trip to the ER over a toilet bowl. No,
at least it's not worth it. And this would just be another option. Our Abode is a concentrate that you could make an all-purpose cleaner with. Just has different oils than our On Guard blend. A little stronger surface cleaner, and it's good to mix things up. Honestly, I know we kind of like the On Guard, but you know, different strains of things. It's good to have different essential oils to kind of eradicate those sort of issues. So mixing it up is always great. And it gives you different aromas around your home as well. And then I know Bella has taught me something, the Forever Dog book that you...
By Dr. Becker.
Yeah, that you reference a lot. You were telling me about water bowls, right?
Water bowls and food bowls, like our pets' dishes that they eat out of and drink out of every day. It's something that maybe we don't clean as often as we should. And she focuses on a study in that book about the different types of bowls, like plastic bowls versus ceramic versus stainless steel versus metal, which I just found out were 2 different things. I never thought stainless steel and metal were different, but they are. And there's different types of those materials. And moral of the story is, regardless of the type of material that you're using, the most important thing to eliminate bacteria load in your pet's bowl is to wash that bowl after they eat every single time, and not just a wipe, because she found in the study that a lot of people were just wiping out like the excess food or saliva or whatever was in that bowl and then leaving it out to like dry on their food mat. And that was actually getting rid of most of the organic material, so that way then the bacteria were left behind to kind of thrive in your pet's food bowl, which is so gross to think about. So we want to just emphasize reducing the bacterial load on your pet is as simple as washing their dishes with hot soapy water. And you can use the doTERRA Abode dish soap to have a kind of a cleaner option of dish soap to clean that bowl. And some of our pets' bowls, like I use the Yeti stainless steel bowls for my dogs, and they're dishwasher safe. So if you don't have the time or you don't want to hand wash your dog's bowls after they eat every time, or the water bowl once a day, you can use the Abode dishwasher pods and just throw their dishes in the dishwasher if they're dishwasher safe and get the best of both worlds there. That's probably the most convenient.
I need to start washing water bowls more often. They're food every day, but the water bowls I've been not doing as well. So definitely gonna do that. And you said glass might be the absolute best option?
Yeah, so when she was looking through the different materials, she was seeing that plastic can cause like a dermatitis. Their nose is pressed against that plastic, and we know that they can absorb some of those microplastics and things, and that can be irritating to their skin. So plastic was on the lesser side of things, and then glass seemed to be one of the most elite ones, specifically like the borosilicate glass, which is apparently just Pyrex.
I know. I said I'll just get out a big Pyrex and put out there for the dogs.
Yeah, that seems to do the best, because a lot of people were trending towards ceramic, and ceramic can have some pores in it and kind of hold on to some things. So if you want to be, the perfectionist in terms of dog bowls, maybe do a glass dog bowl and wash it after every meal, and then at least once a day for their water. That would kind of be like your elite step. But if you already have some bowls that you love, just start by washing them with some 𝗏 dishwasher soap after every meal.
Perfect. And then you mentioned, like, say you take your couch cushions off or blankets that your dogs lay on.
Or their bedding in their kennel.
But we have the 𝗏 laundry pods that you can wash their bedding in, and then they're not smelling like a Tide pod when you pick up the dog.
Yeah, so if your dog is a little couch potato, or if they just feel safe in their kennel during the day whenever you're gone at work, they're laying on that bedding or that sheet or that blanket, couch cover, whatever it may be, potentially for 8 to 10 hours a day while you're at work, or maybe they sleep while you're home too on those surfaces. And the best thing you can do for them is use a really natural, non-toxic, safe laundry detergent, and feel confident that whenever you're leaving your pet to lounge, that they're not absorbing a bunch of toxins through their skin by laying on those.
And you've said in the past that their sense of smell is so much stronger than ours, so them smelling those chemicals all day have to be even more potent on them than they are on us.
Absolutely.
So
yeah. Only other thing I can think of, and this one may not pertain as much to animals, but out of these ingredients, if you just add lemon to like the baking soda, vinegar, and concentrates, if you add lemon, you can also get away with making a glass cleaner and doing like a couple drops of lemon in a water bottle with couple tablespoons of vinegar and then water, and that's a perfect glass cleaner. So we have some weird animals that like to lick things and water. So like our cat will go ahead and lick our shower door or get up with our faucet. So if you clean your glass with a glass cleaner, that's another way to avoid harmful, like, what is the glass cleaner that everyone? Windex.
Oh, Windex.
Windex would have a lot of chemicals in it, whereas vinegar, a couple drops of lemon, and water have very minimal chemicals and still will do a great job at cleaning and disinfecting.
Perfect. No, I think that's great. I think our listeners will really enjoy just having these couple simple household items that they can clean their home with to give their home and for themselves and their pets a nice non-toxic lifestyle. So if you liked this content, please be sure to like, subscribe, leave us a comment below. We will link up Bella's Instagram so that you can also follow her and her journey on becoming a veterinarian. And we also will link up all of the products that she talked about today so that you can also grab them. But we can't wait to keep bringing you health and wellness, and maybe we'll have Bella back here for another episode. Thanks for joining us today.